welcome to another edition of the glittery bones of advertising. I'm Craig McLeod. I'm back in Melbourne and fuck me, it's freezing.
Not cold.
There we go.
Who else is here?
I'm Gab.
Hey, nice to see you, Gabaloo. JD, welcome. Present accounted for. That makes you Hendricks, or are you Turner today? We're really not quite sure.
I go by either.
I'd like to know what you've got in that little tub out your side window there, Caro. Is that a body or is that a...
Oh,
Body.
not a bad start.
It's a sign of terrible parenting because it's Ella's summer swim toys that are still outside in the rain.
They're not in the house. They're not.
And there's a nice
the
big
house.
weed growing next to it. So there's a big weed. Oh, that way. Oh, no.
So for those of you playing along at
Sensory
home
deprivation.
with the audio only, we're now looking at a box that's outside Caroline's window.
It's not a weed. Don't call it a weed. Call it something like an aspidistra, or make up some kind of Latin word that people go, gee, I haven't heard of those before.
Not very good with Latin words that are already made up, JD, versus let alone coming up with one myself in Latin.
I feel like I need to clean up my background.
No, it's perfect. Leave it as it is. It's great.
Well, anyway, do we have a bone to pick over this week at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We're going to go across the ditch. We're going to talk about
666.
660. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about tourism ads.
Tourism ads.
Specifically, we're going to talk about New Zealand tourism ads.
Okay, before we get there, I've just got a question to propose to the group. Am I boring you, young lady?
Sorry. It's so late.
It's the end of a long day. For those of you at home, it's midnight.
I'm in a very dark room over here.
Is tourism advertising back? Is it back? Are we now in a sitch where we're going to start to see all of these?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. People are complaining that the passport office is too slow. Is a sure sign that people want to get out.
Yes.
Go places.
I think it's out to 12 weeks at the moment. 12 weeks, if anyone wants to know.
Oh, yeah, let's have a look at the ad.
People want to talk. People want to go overseas and they don't want to wait and they want to go and catch COVID in exotic places. That's what they want to do.
Exactly.
So let's
exotic places with COVID would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Not really. But let's watch the ad.
Kia ora.
What are you doing in here?
You're having a dream about New Zealand, my Australian friend, and I'm in it.
That makes sense. I have been dreaming of going to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a dream beard?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
This is my favorite part!
Yes. Everyone in here is me.
Except for Di. Kia ora, Di.
Kia ora, Di.
She's doing another Australian's fresh crayfish stream.
So I'm in another Aussie stream.
It's actually quite a complicated, complex crayfish crossover, but if you don't think about it, just pedal.
Pedal. Lovely. Are all kiwis that big?
Nah, that's a dream kiwi. Don't look it in the eyes.
My beard. I don't want this dream to be over.
It doesn't have to be, my little hairless buddy. Just book a ticket. Come on, Kiwi.
Seamless. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Is that not the biggest kiwi you've ever seen in your life? That's a pretty bloody big kiwi. I don't know if you've ever seen one in real life, but they're not that big.
Not the ones I've seen, no.
No, not that big.
I love it. I think it is just so good. So good. It makes me so happy. It makes me want to go to New Zealand. It's yes.
Old Haiti,
just at the start where it's like
loving something.
Kia ora, where it's just the little like
Kia ora.
a New Zealand man in your bed and the imaginary beard. and the seafood platter and everything. New Zealanders are so good at, well, they're not even making fun of themselves in this, because it's, they're not necessarily poking fun at themselves, but they're really good at highlighting their humor and their way of being. Like, you get a really good feeling for, if I went there, it would be like that, minus like, massive Kiwis and many people with beards in one room. But perhaps, I don't know, I love it. It makes my feet go all happy.
He for me is just spectacular. I could not be happier with how he's cast, or who cast him, or him being him. He's just brilliant. I think he does it so well. But then the Aussie guy, I think, is brilliant as well. I think the way he handles it at the end, that last line, "Hey, hairless man." I mean, I'm like, it's just so clever. Love it. So good. I thought
the whole thing was a delight.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
But beautifully done. Like, you could see the bits and pieces, like all of them in the same, every man is him.
Yeah,
is like straight out of being John Malkovich, and there's bits that they're like, you can see where the movie, but it's still, they still roll it up and make it their own. I thought it kia ora. Made me want to go. Yes,
definitely made me want to go. Gabs, what did you reckon?
I am in disagreement with you all. This is all
it's all get out of here.
It's all gone completely over my head. I didn't love it. I didn't find it funny, and it didn't make me want to go.
Did it make you just a smile, just a little kind of?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, the giant kiwi was a little bit funny, but I was a bit like, is this over yet? I don't know. I just didn't get it. Maybe New Zealand's not for me.
Maybe you're not for New Zealand, love. Have you ever thought of that? Have you thought of that?
Maybe it's targeting an older demographic, which is why the three of us like it, and Gabalicious just doesn't, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I do know. It just didn't resonate with me. I feel like I would have preferred less humor and more, what am I actually going to experience and feel while I'm there? Less taking the mickey out of it.
How long has it been going? Because this is obviously part of a series. This was been around, and I think is it Pure New Zealand? That's what it is. I think that's been going for a long time. I wonder if they're assuming, perhaps wrongly, that everyone's aware of all of the fabulous bits of New Zealand that perhaps they could have included more into it. But I guess interesting take on it, and I'm glad you've got a different opinion. It's always fun when someone says, you know what, I think it's shit.
Just throw the pigeon.
Who would go to New Zealand after seeing that ad?
Yeah,
majority rules.
It doesn't count for me. I've got family over there. I'm contractually obliged to go over to New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
But the thing I thought the thing that New Zealanders do really well is they underplay stuff even when they're overplaying it. Like there is a sense of they're smiling at themselves and they're smiling at you, smiling at them. It's there seems to be the really good ones seem to be able to do that. There's New Zealand is also full of ads that make it, the Bunnings ads look like War and Peace. There is some shit over there.
The Bunnings ad, bless them, they're still going with that format. Vanilla as it is, it must be working.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like they've spent too much on it, which makes me think that maybe I'll get a bargain. So, see how they go.
Okay, well, that leads me to another segment, which is what the fuck? And this week, I think we've got a couple to tickle, which is kind of fun. We're going to start with the most topical. I do believe someone by the name of the Queen has had a little jubilee. I'm not sure which flavour it was this time, but she's rolled out yet another jubie.
Did she even attend? Like, was she?
Oh, yeah, she was lime green up. Proper lime green with a hat and a button on the front. She was flying.
I
had a little pogo stick or a cane or something that she was bouncing around on.
Pogo stick.
It was outrageous. Didn't you see that?
She looks like she's been on the Benedictine or something straight away. Like she always looks like she's.
Bless her though. Why wouldn't you have had a little shandy before you popped out onto the old, the square for everyone to just give it a little.
Queenie poo.
So
what's really about the Queen?
Little Louis, he's taken centre stage, the young fella.
Yeah. He's I quite like that.
That was great. What about the motorbike ones? Like he's doing that. He's giving it proper revs.
Yeah.
And I thought Kate was fabulous. I know it's blown up social media, but I thought she was brilliant as the mum with a kid who's having fun, made it look as though, you know what, they're semi-normal in an unnormal situation. And I thought it was outrageously fabulous.
Yeah.
It would honestly, as a mum, like that would be your worst nightmare. Out of everything, you're like, why now? Why do you have to be a little shit right now? And knowing that the world's watching you as well, you can't just be like,
but why would you bring someone of that age and make them stand at attention for an hour and expect anything less?
You're asking for trouble,
because his great grandma's the fucking queen. That's why he had to go. He had no choice.
Yeah, but that's all right. Like, let him run around and bounce off the furniture inside Buckingham Huge Palace. And then when it comes time for the cameras to be on, it's like, Louis, come here, stand there.
Doing motorbikes through the palace. Outrageous.
Yeah. Doing wheelies on the royal carpet.
What I thought was cool though, and my favourite part was when he goes and jumps on Grandpa's lap. Mum's had enough, and he's like, "Fuck this, I'm going to Grandpa." And he goes and jumps on Charlie's lap, and Charlie just looks like a proper grandpa. Just takes him on board. Like, I'll keep him for a minute. He's obviously got a good rapport with Grandpa, which I just thought, how can they be blowing up social media saying that there's anything wrong? They look more like a normal family than I've ever seen.
It's all just clickbait, which we love. And we all click on it.
Love it.
Now, the one that I think the thing, what the fuck were they thinking, should go to our favourite of the week, my favourite of the week. I don't mean to steal your thunder, Gabs. You brought this to our attention, that there are some fuckwits alive in France at this very point in time.
Oh, fucking Disney.
So we're referring to the old mate Disney, who is employee no longer, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe he's been harangued. Not sure, but he should be employee no longer. A young couple who have sought approval prior have headed up on top of something. But do you want to sign off? Are you had enough?
I'm sorry. I was like,
hold on.
I need a drink of water because I'm like,
go get yourself a little tipple or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've gone and he's got down on bended knee, and before the wreath would come out, old mate's like ushered them off. No, sorry, can't do that. He can't help you. Move along. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, it's the Disney debacle. It really is, and it has blown up. Absolutely blown up. And I think the poor couple, I feel so sorry for that poor woman. She knew it was coming and then just got told off. But I think it's testament to what's their tagline? The happiest place on earth. Well,
not so much.
Testament to bringing your brand tagline.
Ruins memories.
Yeah.
We should rebrand them.
I like the guy's gone, but we want that in the back. Oh, well, come over here. Yeah,
it's better from down
just
here.
as good over here.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Where dreams come true is there. That's at the gate. I believe that's what's there, where dreams come true. Or where we shit on your dreams. That's what it is.
Die.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like on your moment.
I like that the park employee has got like just, like some kind of random uniform on and a pair of Mickey Mouse
ears. I know. It makes me hate him even more.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like I would have thought that if Mickey had come along and gone, "Oh, move along, please, move along."
Is that how Mickey speaks, mate?
I believe. Yeah, Mickey does that. Oh, come along with me. He speaks like that. Like he's very.
He's a bit more squeaky, isn't he?
It wasn't even a gentle move along. It wasn't a gentle move along at all. He snaps the ring box out of the man's hand.
Takes the ring.
I was like,
what the fuck?
He must have had a really bad day, bad morning.
Oh, well, he was about to have a much worse afternoon.
Sure.
Everyone hates him now.
Every theme park will be now having his face up there. Do not employ this guy.
Could you imagine? Like maybe they'll turn him into a ride. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe that'll become the next Disney movie. He could be the villain.
Snatcher.
He could.
Snatcher. They'll call him Snatcher.
Let's be honest, mate. He's not going to get a gig at the Rye Carnival now.
Oh, he'll be devastated about that.
He definitely won't. Anyway,
like that.
let's move
I like
on,
that.
shall we? It's late in the day. Let's have a little touch up of harmonics. Who's got control of the microphone?
Money.
Daniels, let's hear from you.
I have got some bloody classics for you today.
Bring
Let
it.
me. Here we go. Right, ready?
Was that just a warm up? I was ready.
Was that Inspector Gadget?
No. No. You ready?
Back to Gadget. No idea.
Go again. Go again.
You want to try meowing it?
Banana boat?
What do you sing? Banana.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What is it? Coddies.
No,
No, just bananas.
Banana.
Bananas.
Makes your body sing. Makes your
Yeah.
body sing. Na 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 na
That's
na
right.
na 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 na.
Okay,
You
got
need
it.
to give it more like.
Oh, sorry. A little bit of bass to it.
You need to drop the bass on it, JD. Come on.
All
So
right.
good. You ought to be congratulated.
No.
Shit.
No, it's an insurance company.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Thank you very much. It's a gold star for you. Gold star
What?
right there. Thank you very much. Now, okay.
Call, carpet call.
Thank you. Star for you.
We're
Well done.
warming up.
Okay. I've got one more, but it's from way back. Well,
This
not
one's for
way
you,
back.
Craig. This one's for Claire.
Ready? Craig, this is
Or Gregory.
For those of you listening, I just gave Caroline the bird.
Yeah.
No
It's
idea.
the, like same tune as what are we gonna do with the drunken sailor?
Yeah, it's very clear. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much
What
for the
is
care
it?
you've taken. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. The roses chocolates.
The roses.
Roses
Ah,
chocolates. Mm.
Wow.
I've had a roses chocolate for ages. Well, what were those like orange ones? It was a whole orange.
Oh no,
chocolate
that was
orange.
Banana.
Valentine. Is it Valentine?
No, it
No.
was. Yeah, maybe it was Valentine's in the
No,
orange.
it
Yeah.
was a guy's. It was a
Maybe it
guy's
was.
name, like George's chocolate or Harry's.
And the after dinner mints in their little black sleeves, the little pillowcases. Oh,
Yeah.
dark
were the
chocolates
best.
and mint in the middle. And they came
yum.
and they came individually wrapped.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was a
And
little
they're
present.
yeah.
It was like a little gift from the hostess afterwards.
Yeah. I want one.
What did I?
Terry's.
Sorry?
Terry's orange.
Terry's oranges.
Terry's. Yes.
Terry. Terry. Okay. Well,
Well done.
guess what? Are you done, JD?
Well, I've tried to give you everything I could, and I
Okay.
failed miserably. So,
Oh, I thought you did a great job.
No, you did a great
Really
job.
did.
Gabs won.
yeah.
Really nice.
Gabs took the win.
Yeah, I got nothing, but absolutely brilliant. That's another edition of the Bones of Advertising with some glitter on top. Don't go change it. We'll see you next week.
Bye now.
Ah.
See ya.